Good morning. I'm here at Daytona Beach, Florida. I just want to say hello to you, and I still have a little bit of the sunrise here behind me. A lot of the beach walkers out here. One advantage of Daytona Beach is it has hard, compact sand, which makes it really nice to walk. Unlike a lot of the sands on beaches that you go are, you kind of fall into the sand as you walk. So as you can see out further where the people are walking, it's nice and hard and compact, which is really nice. And one fun fact about Daytona Beach is back in the day, the races were on the beach because of the compact sand. So that is really cool. I caught the last of the morning sunrise behind me. I used to love to walk the beaches and watch the sunrises before my schedule changed where I had to drive an hour. So I wanted to race here before I hit the road going to work. So you can see a little bit of the sunrise. And there was a hurricane here, I don't know, a few months ago, and there's still some of the devastation. I had walked here and I was like, oh my gosh, when I saw it, because one of the places that I would go and I'd walk down on the beach, the stairs that you'd go down were gone when I came after Hurricane Ian. So you can I live 5 blocks from the beach. I say blocks, those streets or whatever you want to call it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize. And here you see where the lifeguards stands there to watch people. And since I've lived in Daytona Beach, it's been over a year now, because I'm from the Gulf Coast of Florida. So, and this is the East Coast of Florida. There's a lot of cool things about the beaches. You can walk up and down the beaches. I've seen starfish and on a few occasions, and I've seen man-o-wars, which at first I was kind of stupid. I thought they were balloons that people had let go on the beach and they had fallen down, and luckily I didn't get hurt. I was picking them up, throwing them away, and I thought the tendrils were the parts of the balloons, that people went. So I was lucky they didn't sting me, because the tendrils from the man-o-wars, even if they're dead, they can sting you. So I was very lucky. Here I'm just picking them up, throw them away, And my worst thing is I told someone wrong. I said, oh no, they're balloons. And I thought, well, that's strange. They're two-tone. But then one of my friends was like, no, those aren't balloons. Those are man-o-war. And then when I found out, I'm like, you're right. And I even saw some that were still alive. And I have some videos that I need to try to connect and show you where some were alive and kind of moving. And so it was very interesting. I've learned a lot since I've lived over here, because growing up on the Gulf Coast of Florida, I had never seen them. But there again, you live a place, you don't always go to the beach. And I had my specific beaches I loved, which as I got older, I would drive to Inglewood Beach. Because down when Venice and Inglewood, you would find shark's teeth. Because for whatever reason, in that area of Florida, the shark's teeth would come ashore, and I would love to go and look for the shark's teeth. I mean, not that I would find any big ones, but some of them would be nice and sharp, and which would be really cool. So over the years, I've collected them, and I'm one of those people. I love to just walk at the beach. So I used to walk the beach, come in the morning and see the sunrise here on Daytona Beach before my schedule got changed and I got changed to a different pharmacy and drive an hour. I would come and walk the beach here at Daytona Beach, and I loved the sand, and I would see some of the same people. And I got to a point where I would pick up some of the left behind toys, because I also do Mary Kay Cosmetics. And one of the ladies at one of the venues I saw, she would take the different leftover toys and she would make jewelry out of them, which too bad I'm not wearing some of that jewelry. And she would take the different broken toys and melt them down and make some cool ocean-like jewelry. I had bought a stingray and one other one, so I need to get her those products, because I would pick them up. There would be some perfectly good toys left behind by people, and some that were broken, and I would pick them up and I have to take them out. I was collecting them for her, and I need to get them to her before I leave shortly. And it's amazing how many left behind toys would be left behind. And those plastics aren't good, well, not only for the environment, but for the sea animals, or if they wash out to sea. So, so it's a twofold story. Number one, they could be utilized and refurbished and reused. And number two, I don't want the sea animals hurt. Because, not only because when you do have sea turtles that lay eggs, and when the babies hatch, them trying to get out to sea, not only do they have a hard time trying to, get from being eaten and everything by the birds, as you can see a bird behind me, and everything else, but, trying to trip over all the straws and all that stuff that are left behind, but everything else. So if you can reutilize, refurbish, reuse different things, let's try to do that and save the planet. So here I'm going along there, with the bag in my hand, and I'm picking up those type of toys and anything else I can. But, back to the, manta rays, here I'm picking them up, throwing them away, and, little do I realize they could be stinging me. And the Lord was looking after me and kept me from being stung. But in the meantime, going on Daytona Beach, I had seen different kinds of seagulls. I never realized it was different types, so I saw different types of seagulls, which was really cool. I have not seen the different kinds of pelicans, to my knowledge, because there are different places in Florida where you could go and see, and there's white pelicans, which I did not know until I saw some of the different places. I will have to find some of my pictures, and I'm not sure where some of my videos are, but white pelicans are beautiful. Could you see the standard grayish, brownish pelicans around, which typically you see. And little did I know, on the beach here in Daytona Beach, I had seen pigeons on the beach, which I'm not used to seeing pigeons on the beach. Seagulls and pelicans and the occasional crow I would see, but a lot of pigeons. And here, Natalie that I work with, her dad raised pigeons, which Natalie had been having to look after, and she had showed me pictures of pigeons with big old breasts, which I should, try to get pictures of them to show you, because I hadn't seen that type of pigeon. So she kind of instructed me there's different types of pigeons to know. And I just noticed in the back of me the sunrise is starting to go away. But I have beautiful pictures of sunrises from when I was walking every morning. Some of the, it was worthwhile just coming out here just to see the beautiful sunrises. Because for years I had worked the 2 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Man, it's been a while now that, I've gotten up in the mornings. So I wouldn't get up till like 10 o'clock. So I didn't get up in the morning. Well, now I'm getting up about 5 o'clock in the morning to get some things done. So my schedule is totally different. And, throughout the life being a pharmacist, my schedule's been different a lot anyhow. So as we get older and our schedules change, things change. So getting up in the morning and walking, getting some exercise, seeing beautiful sunrises just, makes it worthwhile to get up. So when I changed my schedule from walking to having to drive, then I missed those beautiful sunrises. So what kind of schedule do you have? Where do you like to go and do, and things that you look forward to doing every day? And what kind of things do you want to go, and special things do you want to go see? So on my new channel, I would like to show you some of the places I've visited, some of the places I'm going to visit, and I'm going to show you some cool things, or at least I think is cool, and maybe you'll find some of these little places might be cool for you too. So on my last week here in Daytona Beach and Titusville that I had shown you before, which is where Cape Canaveral is, so the launches of the shuttles and that sort of thing. Then I'm going to show you a few things in between here in Orlando, just before I leave. So you can see a few things in Florida, and then I will be showing you some other things where I have visited, and then throughout time we'll find some other cool places that you will get to see. So I hope you look forward to seeing my adventures, Karen's adventures, and cool places that people may not be aware of, and some places I have visited in the past that I look forward to telling you about. That, some of us get stuck in the same old, rut, and we don't get out of places. So I've even lived in a place called Winnemucca, Nevada. I always call in the middle of nowhere, but on the way to everywhere. Because if you're going to that part of it, it was a couple hours from Reno, Nevada. You have to travel by Winnemucca. And it's a little town, and a lot of people don't realize they mine for gold, silver, and different things. And they also raise potatoes. You don't think of potatoes being raised anywhere but Idaho, but they raise them in Winnemucca, Nevada, too. So there's a lot of cool things, and plus you have the gambling. But, and I also want to, kind of show people that in Vegas, there's other things to do besides gambling. Because little do you realize, each hotel has their own place to show, like different country, different theme, and there's a lot of things like that. So there's more to do in Vegas than gamble. So anyhow, those are my little tidbits for today. And as the morning sunrise is about gone, and one thing about coming to the beach I always loved is just listening to the ocean, and it was very calming before I started my day for work. So I just wanted to get on here, say hello, good morning, show you the beach, some of the calming, some of the sunrise, and say hello and let you get to know me and meet me a little bit for Karen's Adventures. So have a wonderful day, week, month, and just enjoy things. And you have to enjoy life because, things get crazy, and just enjoy the moment, enjoy everything else. And there's a little bit of the beach and everything, and those puffy clouds and everything else. So enjoy. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.